Welcome everyone. We're so glad to have you here for Photo U, where we're going to talk about how to take those fun designs you've done for your Christmas cards and incorporate parts of it into other projects. Probably mostly the photo, but hey, Brooke's got all sorts of ideas up her sleeve. To get us started for our early coming people, we're going to give away some points, and the points go to Pat. Pat, if you will message me, you can either do it privately to Stacy, or you can post it in the everyone, but I need to know your account number, and then we'll get 25 publishing points. And since I don't have your last name, that account number is critical. Okay, so we're going to make our spotlight video Brooke. So Brooke, if you want to switch over, I'm hoping that that is going to be what it is instead of your actual face, so we'll see how that goes. I cancel the spotlight.
I don't know what to do. What am I doing?
I think you're good to go. I'm just not used to having your picture and your screen.
So as long as everyone's seeing the template gallery, then we're good.
Trisha, can you see the template gallery?
Yes, I see the template gallery.
Wonderful. Okay, we will go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to start with, the idea tonight is basically if you've already created your Christmas cards, but how easy it is to take the design of your Christmas cards or even just the photo from your Christmas cards and translate that onto different products in either Heritage Makers or Snap2Finish. So I'm going to play around a bit in Heritage Makers, and then we'll switch over to Snap2Finish before we're finished. But please let me know if you guys have any questions related to what we're talking about, and if we have extra time at the end, any other questions. Okay, so I'm going to start here in the template gallery, but I'm going to narrow it down to greeting cards really quick. And we're going to start with this adorable one down here from Lisa. It's called Peace on Earth. I love this with the wood and the branches. So we're going to go ahead and just like the template. You could also, if you've already got it completed, if say this was your Christmas card and it was already finished, it'll be in your completed products. But for tonight, I'm just going to like the template with this nifty little heart here. That way I can access it from inside Studio to be able to pull it into other products. So we're going to start with a new project. I'm just going to click Start a New Project from the Projects and Templates screen, and I'm going to go with a blank project. For this one, I'm going down to Home and Office, and I'm going to pick address labels. So I personally love the idea of labels to match your Christmas cards or holiday cards, whatever, or even for wedding invitations, shower invitations. I love the matching address labels to put on the outside with the return address. Very easy, and it adds a really nice touch. So I'm going to show how to create some matching address labels to go with this invitation, and then I'll show a couple of other things as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the design guide just so that you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to go into My Projects. This one, again, if you had already completed it as your Christmas card, it would be in your My Completed Projects. Mine is in My Templates, and I'm just going to search Peace. It's right there. I'm going to open up the front page. So I've got front and back. And then all I'm going to do is drag up some of the elements here. So I'm going to give myself a background paper, really easy. And then let's see, I know I'm going to want the text, probably a little bit smaller. Oops. Let's try that in. Oh, one of my keys wasn't playing nice. There we go. A little smaller. Like the Paulson family. And then I'm going to take the other text so that I have the same fonts that are used on the template, and I'm just going to type in an address. We'll just pretend that this is a real address. I think I'm in the mood to go to Disneyland, so we're going with Anaheim. I always love typing in fake addresses because you never really know what to put. Like making up an address on the fly. Okay, so we know we've got the necessary parts of the address label. And you want to make sure that the address is in a very easily readable font. in case it's needed. Again, this is for the return address, so it won't matter unless it's getting returned to you, but I'm sure the postal workers out there will be very grateful that you pick a very easily legible font. I wouldn't necessarily want to put the address in this scripty sale font, but it works really nicely with Pompier. So I'm going to pull up just some of the embellishments and play around with just a little bit of a design over here on the side. So if I pull up some of these, and again, they're very large because an invitation is much larger than an address label. So I'm going to just tweak the size of it. And then I'm going to move it back in the layering to put it behind the little wooden disc. And then to keep it the same size, I'm just going to copy and paste a couple of these fronds here. They kind of look like palm fronds, but I know they're not. They're more like evergreen spray. But I'm just going to layer a couple of these, and I can sit and tweak them in the layering. So if I want certain ones in front or behind, but just to create a little design there. And that way it's got the same feel as the invitation, but a little bit simpler, and the main focus is the address. So really, really easy. I'm clicking save to update our thumbnail over here, but that's pretty much it. And then I wanted to show a couple of different products. So first I'm gonna go with a love mug, because I love the idea of making a fun little mug, or I'll also show an ornament to kind of commemorate the design of your Christmas cards. Because once the Christmas card's gone, the year is over, the holiday's over, your Christmas card's gone, and it's fun to sometimes look back on previous year's cards. So I love the idea of the ornament, but the mug was just kind of a fun side thought. So again, I'm going to the My Projects tab and My Templates. But this time what I'm going to do, I'm going to import the entire design onto this mug. So yes, import this page. Now you'll notice it's a little misshapen. The design's all down here and it doesn't exactly fit well. So I'm going to unlock all of this so that I can move things around. The first thing I'm going to do is make the picture the appropriate size and just kind of use it to fill up 2/3 of the mug. And then I'm going to, moving it to the back because I want to put this paper in front of it. I'm going to use the paper here to cover up the other 1/3 or so of the design. I'm just going to kind of set it where I want to cover. Now, I'm going to take the cute piece on earth here, and I'm just going to resize it a bit. Oops, hang on, I missed one of my branches. So I just did Control Z to back up, and I'm going to select again and make sure I got all these. It's this one right here that didn't want to grab. I want you. Okay, got everything. I'm going to size the entire thing down all together and just kind of slide it around where I want it. Let's see. So I want it about centered between those green dashed lines, because that's going to be the best look for that side of the mug. And again, if I wanted to do the design on the opposite side, I could do that as well. And then I'm going to get rid of this extra little one over here. That way it kind of looks like the design is coming off one side, but doesn't go over my picture too much. And again, I'm going to use one of these text boxes because it's got the font already and ready to go. But I'm going to type in Christmas 2018. So it's kind of more of a commemorative, remembering Christmas that year or looking back at our Christmas card, and really, really easy. And then just a final touch, I'm going to grab this wooden disc here. I'm going to hold down Shift. Let me make this a little bigger. There we go. Hold down Shift and grab my text box. And you can see they're a little bit off center from each other. And I'm just going to align to first item and then align center. And that way it just jumps my text box so that it's centered with the disc there. Just gives it a little more polished look as opposed to eyeballing it. But really, really quick and easy. I just used the elements from the original design of the template to create a really quick mug. Now this would also be really fun maybe as a gift for grandparents, or just a fun way to branch off of your Christmas card. Now, the last thing I'm going to show in Heritage Makers is the bracket ornament. And I love these ornaments. I love, love, love these ornaments. I have so many of them. I've given them as gifts. If you just missed it, we were talking about, I'm going to probably make a set for my in-laws this year. But I just want to show how easy it is to make one off of your Christmas card, because I love the idea of having a set of ornaments based off of your Christmas cards from previous years. So this would, again, be really easy to do with previous year's Christmas cards if you have those saved in Heritage Makers. So I'm just going to, again, open up our template here, and let's go into the back. I'm going to import the design again. So it gives me everything that I need from the design here on one page. I'm going to unlock everything again, and I'm going to cut the image and paste it on the front. That way, this side of the ornament is just my Christmas card, or our Christmas photo, whatever the family photo was. So it gives it a nice solid front face of the ornament with just a nice clean photo. And then I've got the rest of it here. I just did Control A to select everything, and I'm just going to slide it up where I can see it a little bit better. So if I make the background paper fit the ornament, and then I'm doing Control A because it's a really easy way to grab everything of the design, but then I can deselect what I don't want to be moving around. Just because of all of these little sprigs on here, it's just easier to grab everything at once. So hold down Shift, and I'm going to deselect the background paper and the text boxes because I don't quite want them yet. I just want to play with this little design on here. I'm going to make it a little bit more appropriately sized, and I want it kind of in the middle of the ornament. So I'm centering off of that disc there. And I could play with the branches if I wanted to. I could even add some if I wanted to go off the edge, but I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to delete one of the text boxes because I just need one. And again, I'm going to write Christmas 2018. I think I want to move that up just a little bit more. Oops, there we go. And again, I'm just going to center these to snap it into place. I could take it down a little bit more, but that way I could look at this ornament on my tree and I could see this was based off our Christmas card design from Christmas 2018, or even just as a way of remembering what year the picture was taken. Because they make great keepsakes, and whether you use them every year or just look back at them the years that you do use them, or as a gift, again, for grandparents. So I love the ornaments, and I love this idea of taking the design from your Christmas cards. I've actually done this with a couple of mine, and I love it. Okay, do we have any questions for Heritage Makers before I switch over to Snap2Finish for a minute?
So far, we haven't had any.
Okay.
Have questions before we switch? Nope.
All right. Let me know if any more pop up because I can always come back. But
Wonderful. Thank you.
We're going to play around in Snap2Finish for a minute and just show a couple of things. So I'm going off of the idea that this was our Christmas card for the year, already made and ordered, but this is what it looked like. Really simple, and I love the picture, but it's done, okay? But we are going to go and turn it into a couple of other things. I'm going to start with a puzzle, because I think this is a really fun idea, kind of like the ornaments, to have a set of puzzles of the previous year's Christmas photo or even similar to your Christmas card. Here in Snap2Finish, it's really easy to turn a simple photo into a keepsake like this. So I'm going to open a puzzle, and let's go with the 8x10 size. Give it a sec to load, and I'm just going to do a single photo. So it opens up just this single photo design, really quick and easy. I'm going to pull up my albums, and this will be from the exact same place that I pulled the picture from when I was designing the Christmas cards. So really easy because it's already there, it's ready to go. All I have to do is swap in the picture. If I want to slide it a little bit to fit better, however I want to do that. But I'm also going to add just a little bit of text because the picture is nice, but again, it helps to be able to remember, okay, what year was this? Obviously, with a small child, you're going to be able to say, okay, well, Tommy was about, I don't know, 10 months old here, so we can guess what year that was, but not every year is going to be that easy to tell. So, oops, I'm going to add a text box, and we'll just put Christmas 2018 like we did on the other ones. Pick maybe a fun font. Let's see. I'm kind of loving this Dream Orphans font right now. It's just got a fun, little bit blocky look to it, but a little bit whimsical at the same time. And I'm going to make it a bit bigger. Luckily, this picture has some really nice kind of white space up here, or even down here by her leg. But anywhere that you could fit it. Obviously, if I tried to put it on the Christmas tree or down here by his shoes, it makes it really hard to read. But a nice white space gives it an easy spot to read the text. It doesn't like my text box hanging off the edge, so let me fix that. There we go. But really, really easy, so that way I have this puzzle that little Timmy here could play with our Christmas picture from this year. Or again, to give to grandma or to have at grandma's house, anything fun like that. And if I wanted to do a puzzle with 2 pictures, say I have a set of pictures from our Christmas photo shoot, I could put a couple of pictures on here, same idea. So really, really quick and easy, but gives a nice touch.
Will you show preview so that they can see how that shows the puzzle cuts?
Absolutely. So that way you can see this puzzle has a little bit smaller pieces. There are some sizes that have bigger pieces, but still readable and a fun puzzle to play with. I love, love, love the puzzles in Snap2Finish. They're probably one of my favorite products. Okay, I'm going to show one more and then we are about out of time. I wanted to show just the same idea, but I'm going to put it on a canvas. So canvases are great, and especially if you've gone through the effort to take family pictures for your Christmas cards, why not put it on your wall? Especially if you have a wall that's already set up and you can easily just swap out the pictures in a certain size whenever you have new pictures. I have so many outdated pictures on my walls that I need to update, but you go with it. So, okay, so I'm just going to open a single photo 12 by 12 canvas. You can see where the wrap area is going to be. I'll show you when we do the preview on this one, but that way you see the full bleed of the photo. So again, photos in the same place, and if I wanted to, I could pick, I wanted to do this little single picture of Timmy. I'm just calling him Timmy now. Or the family picture. So let me slide it to center them a bit. Again, if I wanted to put a little text on here, I could, or just leave it the clean, simple photo to put on the wall. Now, if I were to put the text down here, it would be on the wrap area, which could be a not so bad thing. At least you'd have it there to see, but it won't be visible on the front of the canvas. So when I preview, you'll see it shows us the wrap area here. So what you're seeing is the front. You'd have a little bit of space here, but everything else is kind of too busy for text. So it depends on your picture. But I love the idea of just being able to quick and easy order family pictures because you've already got them in here for your Christmas cards, and that way they're done, they're updated on the wall, so you don't have to sit there and look at old family pictures that are a bit out of date. We've all done that. Okay. Do we have any questions in Snap2Finish or back in Heritage Makers?
No questions posted. Anyone have any questions they want to ask? You're welcome to unmute yourself if you'd rather do that than type as well. There's no requirement to type.
I'm just noticing something super funny about this picture, Stacy. Do you see this ornament right here?
Oh.
I don't know how I hadn't noticed, but I bet he was holding it to keep him happy and how it's dropping in the picture.
That's pretty funny. I've never really noticed it either.
I had not noticed that.
Well, there you go. The things you do to keep the child happy.
Hey, got him to smile.
That's right. Okay, no other questions while you're thinking about it. I'm going to give away 25 more publishing points, and this time it's going to Suzanne. I need Suzanne's account number, and Pat, you won the first 25, and I need your account number as well. Thank you, Helen, for the reminder that for U.S. orders over $100, you do get your free ground shipping, so make sure and take advantage of that. Suzanne and Pat, if you want to send me privately your, must be, because there's only one Suzanne, so I'm going to go with it's you. There's a Susan, but there's only one Suzanne.
If your name is Suzanne, it must be you.
So if you will send me your account number, Pat, I don't have your last name, and so it's going to be very hard to hunt you down. And it looks like Pat has left the building. Thank you for your account number, Suzanne. And we will be taking off the month of December because I assume that everyone has lots of holiday plans, and so we didn't want to stomp on your holiday plans. We'll let you know what the plan is for 2019 sometime in December. So until then, Pat has her hand raised. Oh, hi, Pat. And I, honestly do not know how to deal with the Pat raised her hand. Pat, you have a question?
Click on her. Can you unmute her?
Yes, I can unmute you. Pat, do you have a question, my dear? Gonna go with, oh, there's a last name. Woohoo! Okay, now I can look up your account number for you. Thank you for adding that. Okay, so we will see you around. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Brooke, for all the great ideas. And hopefully this gives you some fun things you can do for the holidays, okay? We'll see you later. Thanks so much for joining us. Bye.